In the bottom corner here on Daybreak, we do have the... Is it violet or is it pink?
It's pink.
It's pink, thank you very much. The pink Zerg, Fluttershy, with his exceptional creep spread, superb mechanics, and a ranking on BelleNOiR's ladder that is way below his actual skill, because he's in Diamond, but he plays really much better. And his opponent is going to be...
MFCeon! A mid to high Masters level player, Terran. He is supremely good, going for the same build every single time against his opponents in the previous game. Will he be continuing that streak of games this time round? We will have to see.
So, since the introductions are out of the way, we know what MFCeon's road through the championship was so far, or not the championship, but the tournament, because this is not a proper championship. We don't have a prize pool, right? I don't have any sponsors. But we don't know much about Fluttershy. I don't think we casted a single match of him, did we?
No, we have not. We've not seen Fluttershy so far. Fluttershy has played a few games, taking out Alcatraz, who was the defeater of Tiger Claw, and then taking out Maestro. So we've not seen anything of him. He's played a very few games compared to most of the others who have gone through the losers bracket so far.
Well, so we don't, well, we probably do, but you, the viewers, don't actually know his playstyle, and since this is the first game Xeon plays versus Fluttershy, he has to be really on his toes. Now, granted, this is a best of 5, so both of these players have plenty of options and plenty of builds to choose from and try versus one another. They can metagame each other to death if they so choose. So there's a lot to be looking forward to. So far, no gas being taken by Xeon, so...
And he's going down for that fast expand again, putting it down right there.
Yeah.
An interesting thing by him is he leaves his SCV waiting by the place to make the supply depot if Lings come, so he can defend against the 6-pull, whilst still being... So he's safe against 6-pulls whilst getting this early command center, which is very interesting to see. And now both refineries going down, so we'll be following this up with the exact same style we saw him use to beat Holdion.
Yeah, he's going to be following this up with a factory and a reactor, then a starport, and another tech lab, and he's going to be going for Hellion, Cloak, Banshee Harass, and meanwhile behind this he'll be getting loads and loads of barracks and marauders, doing another push, and then he will finally transition into a very standard mid-game with Thors and tanks and bio play and medevacs. But until that happens, he's just going to try to slow down the Zerg as much as he humanly possibly can, and this build of his is designed to do just that. Look at this factory, look at this reactor will be going down. So if Fluttershy actually watched any games we casted, if he had time to watch them, then he should probably know what Xeon likes to do the most versus Zerg, and he should be very well prepared and aware of what will be coming his way. Now, regarding Fluttershy,
I do believe Fluttershy was in the games against Maestro whilst the former games with Xeon were happening, so he won't have too much knowledge as to what will be rolling his way, but he did have chats with Hornion. Hardion? I forgot his name. Hornon. Hordion, that's it. Hordion, after his previous games, they could have discussed the playstyle of MFCeon. Fluttershy could have requested knowing about it, and actually that Overlord is going to get out of Xeon's base unscathed.
It is, and Fluttershy for some reason is floating almost 1,000 minerals right now. Very uncharacteristic of him. But he knows that the expansion is up. He knows about the starport opening even.
And he's not making any overlords to relieve his supply block either.
Yeah. That's a really... I mean, this is not the Fluttershy I know. The Fluttershy I know usually is way ahead of his macro. I mean... And so he is correctly taking a very fast third base versus his style, because when the Terran, gasless expands, at the start, you want to be taking that third base pretty quickly. But here come the Hellions. Fluttershy did put down the Roach Worm, but no roaches are out yet. He'll have to wait with that, and we'll have to rely on the Lynx. Now, luckily, he has tons of minerals saved up, so he will have plenty of Lynx at his disposal. But more Hellions are joining the harass right now. The more HPs they take away from this hatchery, the better. Now, I want to point something out about Fluttershy. His creep spread. Just watch.
Very good.
Very good, like GM level good. Watch this guy spread creep like no one's business throughout all of these matches. At least I expect he won't let me down in this regard. Queens coming into defense. Look at this timing. Just as the hatch finishes for those queens to have creep, and the creep is already connecting on the bases. The queens have free movement up and down. Here come the roaches. Those roaches need to go after those Hellions. Oh, but the probes are lining up!
All of the drones are lining up in that narrow choke. He's going to be able to get quite a few drone kills if he can focus correctly. But Fluttershy is doing an excellent defense, keeping his units far away, and he takes minimum drone losses, only losing 3 there. But he has stockpiled so many minerals right now, so much minerals and gas, that his opponent is going to take the lead purely based on macro, which is one of the main issues that is going to be facing him now. And here comes out the Banshee. Fluttershy doesn't have a Spore Crawler. Any Spore Crawlers, as the second Banshee is coming across the map as well to join the first one.
Stim is on the way as well, and more Hellion harass will occur here at the third. Now, optimally, Xeon will want to time it so that the Banshee and the Hellions come in at the same exact time. The Hellions are in hold position right now. They go in, start firing on those drones as the Banshee is poised to strike on these unsuspecting drones.
And Fluttershy's choice to go Hydralisk Den is rather peculiar at the moment. Obviously, he wants to be able to take down the Banshees, and I don't see any real follow-up to that using the Hydralisks.
Well, Hydralisks can be good, can be. I'm trying to emphasize that. Nice transfuse going on off that, on that Queen. There is the Overseer, so there is detection inbound. Another transfuse going off on that Queen. A total number of workers lost is 15, so this harass paid for itself somewhat. I must say that I was really impressed with the first defense that Fluttershy did. This Banshee will get at least 6 kills until the Queens with the Overseer arrive there.
Indeed, and as you remember in the final game against Hordeon, Xeon got no worker kills with his initial harass, and he still managed to win. This time he's clocked up 21, and Fluttershy had that significant bank, so he's doing a lot. So he's in a very good position at the moment. His third base is up, and he's looking to take a commanding lead in as we enter the mid game.
Yes, despite all of that, Fluttershy still has higher income just because he has that third base. He has a little bit more even saturation. Oh, scratch that. There are no drones at the third base. What the hell? But he still has higher income, which is really... Oh, sorry. That's the wrong side of the... Xeon has the higher income. I was looking at units, totally...
How does 37 drones have a higher income than 56 SCVs?
Yeah, the starboard confused me, but I said that the higher ranked player will be on the left, so I will leave it as it is. Banshee's defending roaches, that's cute to see. Now look at this creep already. Look at this creep already. If this continues, Fluttershy will reach this second Zonaga watchtower in a matter of just a couple of minutes, and then the Hydralisk will be really effective. In fact, versus Marauders with those roaches and Hydras, he can do some very good damage here.
He's doing a lot of damage. He focus fired down the flying units, the Banshees, and now he's going to get pushed back just because these units are outnumbered, but he's caused a lot of SCVs to die because of this push.
Yeah, you tell me.
Has taken the worker lead away from Xeon, got himself into a more commanding position, and established himself much stronger than before. But as we all know, the Terran has the mules, and I don't believe Fluttershy is aware of the third base. He's going down to check now, and until he has that knowledge, he's going to think he's securely in the lead, having taken out the workers. He chooses instead not to go and look down at the third. Oh, just indecision, bouncing backwards and forwards, and now he sees it.
Now he sees the third. He can even click on the mineral patches if he so desires to get a good read on for how long the space has been up. I would say about 2 to 3 minutes, but of course it is longer. It just was not mined enough. There go some changelings which immediately get killed, and here are the links.
The Lings are coming
streaming in.
Attack, and Steon did
Oh!
manage to get his supply depot up in time, so he is going to start taking casualties in the main base. But that small group going up to defend against the Lings will be very good, especially since the Lings are trapped in that choke point there.
He is just causing a lot of lost mining time here for Xeon. And if you look at the workers and units killed, you can see that it is still in Xeon's favor somewhat, but Fluttershy is trailing his opponent very closely. And the army supply, apart from Fluttershy having no army, the worker count, he's actually ahead. He has his 4th base that just now finished. He has Pathogen Gland finished. He has Infestors popping out. He has +2/+2 on the way, which I have to say that Xeon, in the middle of all this, forgot to queue up his +2 armor for the infantry, so he will not be having that in the coming fight. But here comes a huge big ass push with the infantry and a tank supported by medevacs. What does Fluttershy have to deal with this? He's still droning up and he's running the risk of losing this 4th base.
Fluttershy has nothing to contend with this force right now. It's going to come and easily clear this up, and he'll be able to swing around and start clearing off creep as well.
And we do have the adrenal glands on the way.
The Ling Rumbai in the 3rd base of Xeon, though, is doing quite a strong amount of damage, and the units there are not actually protecting the workers.
No, they're not.
A lot of workers have gone down, and Fluttershy actually has evened up the workers' killed count.
Yeah, but will it matter? I mean, there is an army at his doorstep, as the old Romans would say, ante portas, and the 3rd goes down as well. Fluttershy needs something to kill this army, and I just don't know if he's got enough. Let's look at the units he has at his disposal. He just has 20, 40, okay, some Lings, about 40, and only 3 Infestors, nothing else. I don't think this is going to be enough to clear this up.
The Infestors don't have any energy either way. It's going to come down to this final engagement now. Fluttershy won't be able to win this, especially with the fact that Xeon can just do a follow attack up straight away with a massive army that he's got building back at home. Xeon's going to take this game confidently. He's 100 supply ahead of the Zerg player, which isn't a state anyone wants to be stuck into.
Yeah, he's almost max and he's still producing units. He is about to take his 4th and 5th. He's got 2 additional command centers built in the meantime back home. The adrenal glands finished just about now, but it's already too little too late. This natural will fall down as well. Fluttershy has got units inbound in his main base. There goes a nice load up.
Lifting his units up into the medevac and just swinging them around into a drop to just do a little bit more damage, keeping his opponent off his guard. And this is going to be GG now.
It is. The macro at Jessica is up, so but you know, Fluttershy just does not have the production right now. He does not have the number of hatches he needs to produce units quickly enough, and this push has a lot of staying power right now. +3 attack for the infantry on the way. As long as those medevacs stay up, this force is going to, oh my god,
Xeon's base. Xeon,
true.
If he loses this, he still can't lose.
He can't. It's just a matter of time before Fluttershy GG's out of this game. Maybe he is just, you know, thinking things over, trying to prepare for the next game already. I think what cost him the game was 3
command centers ready to go out and make bases with. This is
I think
when the next attack comes in.
I think what caused the game to Fluttershy here was that he started making units way too late. He, like, you know, when the first push out came, his last round of larva just got spent on drones.
And Fluttershy puts down the good game there, and that was a very strong game from Xeon, decisively taking it away from Fluttershy. But Fluttershy had all those small errors in the early game that made him just that little bit weaker, and once he whittles them out for his next game, he's going to be insanely good at taking out his opponent.